Right, welcome back to the channel. Something completely different today. I do say that sometimes, but this really is different. I'll spin you around. I'll show you what we're gonna talk about. Right, this is the Midland Allen Sessantotto. It's an Italian 34 channel CB. Now, my mate bought this and had it imported from Italy because he liked the look of it, because it reminded him of the old Midland 4001 from the 1970s and 1980s. Picture of it coming up now. So he ordered this rig from Italy without knowing that it doesn't cover much of the bands that we're legally allowed to use in the UK. So I said to him, surely there's got to be a way we can open this radio up to cover the frequencies that we need. So he searched the internet, I searched the internet, and we couldn't find anything on it at all. Not a sausage about any modifications. So he put it back in the box and that was it. And then one day he offered it to me. Do you want to buy that rig? I said, well, it's pretty useless in the UK. But yeah, all right then. He give over 200 quid for it with all the import duties and stuff. I give him less than half that. So I've come up trumps and I've expanded it. And I'm going to show you how I did that. So there's the box for it, and as you can see, it's all in Italian because it is for the Italian market. It's a 34 channel AM FM rig, and it covers 26865 to 27265. Now the CEPT band, EU band, that we can use in this country goes from 26965 to 27405. So you can see that it only covers a small portion of the band that we're allowed to use in the UK. So, if we switch the rig on, let's switch on the frequency counter. So, with the dot and channel 1, 26515, which is the low band. If we go to channel 40, $26,955. So that's 40 channels on the low band. Go to channel 1, again, the dot disappears. 26,965, so that's channel 1 of the mid band, the EU band. Channel 40. 27405, so that's 40 channels of the SEPT band or EU band that we can use in the UK. Go to channel 41, 27415, so we're now into the high band, and we go all the way to channel 80, 27855. So there we are, we have now got 3 blocks of 40 channels. And we can now use the mid-band on AM and FM. So let's whip the covers off. And I'll show you how I did this. Alright, and there is the inside of the radio. Now, if we come over here, and I'll zoom in, there's 4 links. And you can see it's got option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. Option 1 and option 4 were already clipped. Option 2 and 3 weren't. So I just clipped option 2 and then went through it to see what frequencies it covered. And it covered what I've just showed you. And I thought, well, what's going to happen if I clip option 3? So I did that and it went to the zeros, which I'll show you in a minute. So I've now put that on a switch on the back so we can have the 5s and the zeros, and I'll show you what I mean by that now. Okay, covers back on the rig. The switch at the back is flicked to a different position. And what do I mean by the zeros? And this is just for people that don't know. Obviously, if you're here watching this and you've searched it, you're going to know what I mean. So remember, on channel 80, it was on 27855. It's now on 27850. And that is the same for all the other bands. We've now got the dot, channel 1, 26510. So they're going up on the zeros rather than the 5s. If I flick the switch on the back, 26515, Flick the switch down. 26510. So if we go to the high band, channel 73, 27.780. Channel 19 on the UK 40 is 27.78125. So we're 125 kilohertz down, but it's good enough to use on the UK CB band as well. If there's anyone on there talking, which there isn't, I put a call out. Anybody on here? I'll come back if I get a reply. A load of my mates will probably be on there later on. We'll have a chat. But I have tried it on channel 19 and it works. Alright, it doesn't cover the full 40 channels of the UK band because that channel 40 is on 27.99125, which is past 27.850, which is as far as that one goes. But you can use it on the channel 19 and a few channels either side of that as well. Go up to about channel 26. So win-win, I reckon. So yeah, that's it. That is how you modify a Midland Allen Sessantotto. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not Italian. Anyway, cheers for watching all. I'll see you next time. All the best. Evening, Dave.
Evening.
How are you?
Yeah, not so bad.
Good, good.